had like IBS. You've always been shitting yourself.
Dad, he still would have lost to Dr. Mike even if he could breathe and didn't have fractured shins.
So for Ian, for example, like I would say trashy or trailer park, untucked or like a bit unorganized.
The only reason why we chose my name over his last name is because his last name is like just objectively ugly.
Anisa Jomha might be the only person on the internet who's managed to humiliate her husband more than his enemies ever could. In podcast after podcast, she compares iDubbbz to a dancing monkey, calls his fashion trashy trailer park, and mocks his boxing like he's a confused chicken in a KFC ad.
To be like, no, move your head, and Ian would be like...
But the worst part? She does it all while obsessing over Gorgeous Gabe, the man who literally beats the crap out of iDubbbz in the ring and does Anisa's hair on the side. She posts about Gabe in their anniversary message, gushes about how good he smells and how confident he is, all while iDubbbz sits quietly beside her, later admitting, "I feel like a loser around him." Anyway, the comments are even brutal. "Ian, you're allowed to smile. I pray this kind of love never finds me or anyone I care about. God, she's so annoying, and it's even more annoying how pathetic Ian is. Besides, she has the same neck tattoo as the guy in her now deleted anniversary post. This isn't just a rough patch, this is a ritual humiliation broadcast in 4K. When iDubbbz said he was okay being the butt of the joke, I don't think even he realized just how far that joke would go, because with Anisa, the punchline is always iDubbbz. And God, the way she enjoys humiliating him. In one podcast clip, Anisa looks at Chris Raygun, a guy she was rumored to have a crush on, dead in the eye, and says iDubbbz reminds her of the monkey from Aladdin. You know, the one dancing in the streets for coins.
What? You know those, like... I'm curious to know. You know, like in Aladdin, you know, Apu, the like little monkey dude who dances on the street for money.
You think, okay, so you've gone from, Chris, your girlfriend would make a great porn star. You know what my boyfriend would make? A great monkey.
Not only is she calling her own boyfriend a literal street performing monkey, but she's doing it in front of someone she low-key simps for. And I could not think of a single logical reason why anyone would do that to someone they love. When asked to describe iDubbbz's fashion, she casually drops
3 words to describe your fashion, and that's like how you can like work on your fashion. So you like whatever 3 words work for you. So for Ian, for example, like I would say trashy or trailer park would be one. Like untucked or like a bit unorganized and simple, right?
White.
Well, that goes with trailer trash.
Okay.
Yep, that's right. Laugh the pain away. Yeah, you know, my boyfriend, he dresses like trailer trash, you know.
It looks like she isn't talking about her husband. She's talking like she's roasting some random dude on a TikTok comment thread. And the irony, she's the one who dressed him like that. Because this isn't how iDubbbz used to dress back then. This messy hairstyle, the trailer park aesthetic, this is all after Anisa came into his life. So she basically gave him the style and then humiliated him for it. Classic Anisa move. Anyway, if you thought that was enough, then hear me out. This was just the beginning. Because next is her favourite part from the Anisa Destroys iDubbbz saga, when she publicly clowned Ian's boxing, saying he's like a confused chicken from a KFC ad.
But like also when he started fighting for the first time, his head, it was like a chicken, and he would like move his body but not his head. So he would do like a lot of this, and the coach would be like, no, move your head, and Ian would be like... Because I really liked it. It was kind of cute. It was endearing.
It's like a baby chicken.
Yeah.
And then she tops it off by uploading clips of him getting beat up by a woman, giggling as she describes it like it's some sitcom blooper reel.
I think it's always a little bit emasculating when you're boxing someone who has more boxing experience than you.
This causes me pain.
Imagine trying to take up boxing only for your wife to turn it into a running joke for her podcast episodes. And through all this, iDubbbz just sits there, quiet, smiling, and that smile, that is not confidence, that's resignation. Are there any clips of her being positive towards her husband? She truly hates this man. How are they still together? Being a clout rider or gold digger is one thing, but she is absolutely toxic. But all of that, still nothing compared to what's coming, because the most humiliating chapter of iDubbbz's life came when Gorgeous Gabe entered. The man who beats up iDubbbz in the ring, does Anisa's hair, makes her laugh, and he's so good that she had to mention it on their anniversary post. It's me and Ian's 1-year wedding anniversary. This is Ian, and this is her secret crush. No doubt she hates him wholeheartedly. Besides, how does this photo even remotely have any connection to their wedding anniversary? Bro, posting this pic on your wedding anniversary is diabolical. Uploading your husband making a face like that next to your secret crush in an anniversary post is crazy. I have never seen such an evil-spirited person like Anisa. In fact, she has the same neck tattoo as Gabe. And in one particular stream, Anisa randomly yaps about how Gabe studied cosmetology back in 1996, as if that's a detail she just could not wait to share. Who remembers the year their hairstylist took a course? Unless, obviously, you're weirdly invested in them.
And he is awesome. He started cosmetology school in 1996. Actually got my hair done, it was at a salon, but it was by Ian's sparring partner for boxing.
I was about to mention, did you know that he went to cosmetology school in 1996? And it's a really important fact that everyone needs to know.
Well, I know
still
that. Ian
cannot
loves that
comprehend
fact.
the importance of did you know I went to high school in...
The humiliation has gotten to a point where iDubbbz himself admitted that he feels like a complete loser around Gorgeous Gabe.
Pretty good friends. I'm friendly with my hairdresser, but I don't feel uncomfortable or awkward around him, but I do feel like a loser. I'm like, he probably has great conversations with everyone except me. I'm like, I'm probably talking too much, or I'm not talking enough. Like, I'm pissing him off. It's like, that feels terrible.
And Gabe, well, he's not just a boxer. He's a tattooed, jacked, smooth-talking hairdresser who does both their hair, gives her compliments, and then Anisa proudly recalls he told Ian to smile more.
Our hairdresser walked up to us, who's also Ian's sparring partner, when we were waiting to get our hair cut, and he was like, Ian, you're allowed to smile.
At this point, Gabe may as well be the one married to Anisa, since he's doing more husband duties than Ian ever gets credited for. Anyway, moving on, let's start with the poop your pants comment. She casually says Ian shits his pants. No joke, she literally says he's had IBS since she met him. You've always been shitting yourself.
If you can. I just want to ask him if you've always been shitting your pants.
No.
Because since I've known you, you've always had IBS. You've always been shitting yourself.
Yeah, well.
This man, who once made many big internet personalities disappear, is now letting his wife go on air describing his bowel movements to an audience of strangers. Welcome to Content Cop Domestic Edition. In another instance, she was mocking iDubbbz for taking her last name.
But the only reason why we chose my name over his last name is because his last name is just objectively ugly. It's just an ugly last name. Washburn sounds horrendous.
Something he did out of respect spun into another punchline. It wasn't framed as love or partnership, it was framed as iDubbbz being the kind of guy who'd gladly give up his name and identity for her. And just when you think this relationship can't get any more lopsided, boom, Coach Mike and Kate enter the chat and spilled more tea.
Somebody named Pokimane and all these other people, and she would always talk about how
She wants like them to be there and she wants to be a part of their group. She told us we didn't have to come to the event. She doesn't know why we would want to be at the event. All the other coaches I talked to, I said, hey, did you guys know about the gala? They said, yeah. I said, did you bring a suit for it? And all of them had freaking like 3-piece suits with like kerchiefs and everything. I had sweatpants.
It's because we're both very professional, we're both very direct and very transparent. If they told us that they were going to throw a huge gala after the fight and it was going to cost a ton of money, we would have asked them, why are you doing this?
At this point, iDubbbz isn't even a husband anymore. He's a walking mascot. He doesn't seem to realize it, or maybe he does realize and simply chooses to ignore it. Anisa, on the other hand, seems fully aware, fully in control, and fully committed to a one and only goal: destroy iDubbbz. Because by now, she's not just mocking iDubbbz's looks or his boxing or his fashion, she's mocking his entire existence. This isn't a relationship anymore, it's a public execution disguised as a marriage, and the saddest part, iDubbbz knows it.
Some days where I ask Ian, like, have I ruined your life?
Yes.
I've ruined his life.
Yes.